Here's a story about a fatal mistake that reveals a dark truth about human nature. It's the story of a tiger and a traveler, and it teaches us that in the game of life, you must look at your opponent's capabilities, not their words. It begins with a traveler walking along a forest path. By a lake, he sees something strange. An old tiger, looking freshly bathed, holding a blade of holy grass and a sparkling golden bracelet. The tiger calls out, "Traveler, I am old and have found religion. I wish to give this bracelet away as an act of charity. Please take it." Now, this is a classic trap. A honeypot. The tiger is too old to hunt by speed, so he hunts with his mind. He uses the gold as bait to lure his prey close. The traveler sees the gold, and he's tempted. But he's not a fool. He knows tigers are dangerous, so why doesn't he just run? Because he's about to make a critical mental error that even the most successful people make. The traveler stops. He starts weighing the risk against the reward. He tells himself, to get rich, you have to take risks. No pain, no gain. Still, he's cautious. He calls back to the tiger, "You're a killer of men. How can I possibly trust you?" This is the gambler's fallacy. The traveler believes he's smart enough to outwit a deadly situation. He's actually negotiating with an animal that sees him as dinner. He's raised a fair point, though. He's called the tiger out. The tiger's response is a masterclass in persuasion. How does a predator convince its prey that it has found God? The tiger gives an incredible speech. He starts by admitting to his wicked past, confessing he killed many cows and men in his youth. This makes him sound authentic and honest. He then claims a holy man changed his heart and taught him the virtue of charity. He points to his old, worn-out body, his lack of teeth, and the holy grass in his paw as proof. He even quotes religious scriptures, the Dharma Shastras, to prove his new morality. This is weaponized virtue. The tiger is using piety to disarm the traveler's skepticism. It's a classic appeal to authority using sacred texts to hide his true biological nature, and it works. The traveler is convinced. The logic seems solid. The tiger is old, religious, and weak. He must be safe. But in his greed, the traveler ignores one critical detail about the environment that will seal his doom. He agrees to take the golden bracelet. The tiger says, "Wonderful. But first, you must purify yourself. Go and bathe in the lake before you accept this sacred gift." The traveler, eager for his reward, wades into the water. Instantly, he sinks into thick, deep mud. He's trapped. He can't move. The tiger didn't just use words. He used the terrain as a weapon. He knew about the mud. He led his target into a position with zero leverage. The purification ritual was just a clever lie to get the victim into the kill zone. As the traveler struggles frantically, the tiger calmly walks to the edge of the lake. He smiles and says, "Oh dear, you seem to have fallen into a bit of trouble. Don't worry. Let me help you out." And he slowly, deliberately walks toward him. In those final, terrifying moments, the traveler understands the ultimate truth. The tiger seizes him and eats him. The lesson is brutal and absolute. A creature's nature will always win out over its education. You can teach a tiger scriptures, but it will always be a tiger. In business, in politics, in life, never ever trust a reformed enemy whose survival depends on your destruction. The traveler died because he trusted a stranger. But what happens when the threat comes from someone you think is a friend? In our next story, we'll explore how a clever crow and a loyal mouse survived a similar trap. What did they know that the human didn't? Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss it. Thanks for watching.